and welcome back to my channel. I'm Helen. I'm mum to 4 kids, 4 big kids, and I do cooking and shopping haul videos. So today I have made a pasta dish for you. This is a really simple, quick and easy but delicious. I think it's quite a traditional Italian dish. Don't quote me on it, but it's from Jamie Oliver and Gennaro Contaldo. So I'm guessing it's pretty authentic. But this is one of our favourites. You probably would have seen this on my meal plans already. Like I said, it's super simple, and I have made the recipe more simple just if you're in a rush, if you have issues with chopping and stuff like that. It's just supposed to be quick and easy, throw it all in. It was not a 1-pan meal, because obviously I do some that are 1 pans, because I like to try and do that, because it does make life easier, but it's only 2 pans. There's virtually no chopping unless you choose to, and yeah, it's just a really simple recipe. So I hope you want to try it. I will link the book in the description and the ingredients, and take a look and see if you fancy making it, and please let me know in the comments if you do and what you think of it. If you like my content and you want to see more, please like and subscribe, and please like this video as well so I know you like it, and I will see you soon. So these are the ingredients that I'm going to be using. So I've got some Gigli pasta. It says you need, I think it was 400 grams or 500 grams. I'll check the recipe. I'm not sure what this is. It's quite a large tub. But I don't think we've got quite enough, because I think somebody has got into that and had a portion. So the recipe called for asparagus. Not all the kids like asparagus, in fact most of them don't, but they will eat it with broccoli. So I've decided to get some broccoli. The tender stem broccoli is brilliant in this dish, but I have stopped buying it because I'm finding it really expensive and we're eating so much broccoli. But that is actually the only thing I need to chop in this recipe, which is really nice. We will need the juice of a lemon. It says Parma ham, but I'm using prosciutto. Oh, I hate trying to say this word. I hope I said that right. I don't think it makes any difference which type of meat like this you use. I really don't see any difference. I'm using one of these stock pots because we need vegetable stock. We need an onion, so I'm using diced onions. So those of you who watch my videos, you know that I do like to try and make things as easy on myself as possible and quick. So I enjoy chopping vegetables. That's not the issue. The issues are due to my conditions. I find it very painful trying to peel and chop vegetables and stuff. It's really hard going. Also, I suffer from severe chronic fatigue as well, so actually why sit there chopping vegetables when I can just pick them up out of the packet, save myself some energy for something else. And actually I used to love cooking. I did a lot of cooking, and then I got really ill and I just stopped, and we weren't eating proper home cooked healthy meals. So I've been trying to find a way just to make my life easier and make it so that we can have proper home cooked meals again. So I now cheat. You know, I don't care. At the end of the day, vegetables are cut, they're frozen at their best. There's nothing wrong with frozen vegetables and fruits and stuff. So anyway, I'm going to use some of these. Then we just want salt, pepper, and olive oil. I don't know if you can read that, it's all coming off. That's olive oil in there. And that is basically it. Okay, so the recipe says to start off by putting the Parma ham into a pan and cooking it. However, because I'm using frozen onions, I'm going to cook those first. And it says to use 1 onion. So again, I'm just kind of guessing measurements. I don't necessarily measure everything. It depends what I'm making. Sometimes it's more hard work getting out scales and bowls and stuff than it is to just guess, and it's not really going to make a lot of difference. So I'm just going to start defrosting those and sweating them down, which does not take very long. Okay, so now my pasta water is boiling. I'm going to add in the pasta. It's important that you cook this until it's al dente, because it's going to cook more later on, so we don't want overcooked pasta. And I'm just going to give these a little stir. If you're not used to working with frozen vegetables and stuff, don't worry, they defrost pretty quickly. Going to add a tiny bit of olive oil into the onions and some salt into the pasta water. Right, while this is doing, you need to chop the Parma ham. I'm going to call it Parma ham because it's just easier than trying to say prosciutto. So just keep stirring them around. Right, they're nice and defrosted now, but I'm just going to give them a little bit more time to start cooking them a little bit more. Okay, so I'm just going to take the onions off the heat. I'm just going to take them out the pan while I then go back and put in the Parma ham like it said. So it says to put it in a dry pan, which pan is now dry. And then we'll come back and add in the onions shortly. Right, let's add that in. So the Parma ham. So basically we're crisping this up now, which I don't think it's going to take too long because that pan is now quite hot. So I'll just turn the heat down a bit. So it says to cook it for 5 minutes on a medium to high heat. I don't think it needs 5 minutes personally. But just do what you want to do. Use your gut and do what it tells you to do, and don't forget to keep an eye on your pasta. So I'm just going to make up my chicken stock while that's cooking. Now just keep an eye on your ham. I don't know about you lot, but I find it really hard to like keep it unrolled and not stuck together, because obviously in the packets they're all individually separated with the little plastic separators, but in the pan it just turns into a pile of screwed up Parma. Right, so now I'm just going to add the onion back into the pan, but because the onion's just about cooked. So that's the other nice thing about obviously frozen onions and stuff. They just cook quicker. I don't know whether it's just because they're chopped smaller or whether because they've had more water in them as they're defrosting. I actually don't know the answer to that, but they just do. So it says to add some oil into the pan. So 3 tablespoons of olive oil, but my onions are just about cooked, they're not raw, so probably don't need that much, but obviously olive oil in a nice Italian dish, you can never go wrong. So I'm just going to let that sweat down for a few more minutes. Hold on. Right, okay, so the pasta is ready, so I'm just going to take that off the heat and drain it and set it aside. Right, yeah. So I'm just going to add in my broccoli now. Obviously if you've got asparagus, add that in. In fact, you could put any vegetables that you like in it. Asparagus is lovely in it, honestly. And then we're going to add in the stock as well, just to cook that down. I was putting in 400 mils of stock. And then that'll just start cooking the broccoli down and soften the onions up a little bit more. So I'm just going to give that time to cook. Obviously it's going to take a little bit longer to cook than asparagus would. And turn the heat up a little bit.
I decided I do want my egg.
Just going to turn that heat up a little bit more because it's not really doing anything. Just try and get this broccoli cooked through. If you're not a fan of the stalks, just cut the stalks off, but we actually quite like them and I don't like to waste it anyway. So this may need a little bit extra stock if you are doing broccoli instead of asparagus. So I've actually got a little bit extra just in case, but I've not cooked it with the big broccoli before. I've only done it with the tender stem broccoli. Right, okay, so now that water's just bubbling up a little bit more, I think it's actually going to start cooking that through. So I'm just going to give that a few more minutes in the pan. We are actually going to cook it for a little bit longer with the pasta in there as well. I'm just going to keep moving it around so it gets cooked through evenly as well. I'm just going to add in a little bit more extra stock. I think it's going to need it when the pasta goes in, and just to carry on cooking that broccoli down. They're getting nice and soft now, so I'm just going to get ready to add in the rest of the ingredients. We like our broccoli quite al dente anyway, we don't like it well done. So at the end you add in the pasta, which I'm going to do in a minute. It did say to leave some cooking liquid from the water from the pasta, but I forgot. Whoops. So I'm just going to add in a little bit of salt. Doesn't need too much because of the stock, and obviously the Parma ham salty as well, and it's pepper to taste, so I don't like it too peppery, but that's up to you how much you put in. So I'm just going to stir that in. And it calls for half a lemon, but I've actually put a whole lemon in before and thought it actually was really good. We quite like it lemony, and it's not a massive lemon, so I'm just going to put a whole one in there. Right, okay, so just going to stir all that in, then I'm going to add the pasta. I'm just going to keep stirring that over and over just for a few minutes just to get all the liquid in there. So that's all the cooked giggly, and you literally just incorporate it all into the liquid and just let it simmer away for a couple of minutes. Don't forget, don't cook the pasta completely, particularly the giggly. It actually starts to fall apart, so the minute it starts becoming cooked, it actually just starts to unravel a little bit, and like these curly bits end up coming off. So I'm just now all around in the liquid, just trying to get it all coated in it. And it's up to you whether you strain this liquid out when you dish it up, or whether actually you put it in the bowl with your pasta. We quite like it. It's like having a soup a little bit. So close up. That's how it's looking right now. Okay, so I'm gonna dish this up now. This is looking nice and ready. Thing is, obviously the more we stir it, the more the pasta's gonna start falling apart. So I'm gonna dish that up with a little bit of the liquid and show you. There, as you can see, there's not that much liquid left in there anymore. It's all just gone into all the pasta. Here is the finished product. As you can see, it's nice. That liquid is all over. You've got the nice Parma ham, onions, the broccoli, and that was really quick and easy.